Wanna see the footage, Donnie and Max. They got the cameras and ride automatic. Can't let this guy shoot, but they can dump it down to pasta for them inside scoops. And Webb holds it all together, won't find a glue trace. Keep your shoes laced if you pull up on the hoop state.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into another Hoop State preview show. Miles Mastrocola here with Colby Lewis, and we're going to talk about the Phenom November Classic presented by Ivester, Jackson, Christie's. It's going to be a great event, Colby. A lot of great teams coming to Charlotte for this one. It's at Charlotte Country Day. What are you looking forward to about this event before we kind of break it down game by game?
I mean, just like you said, there's going to be a lot of talent. There's going to be not only from a team standpoint, but an individual standpoint. There's guys. The first game of the weekend, we start off with Westminster Catawba versus Winston-Salem Christian. Westminster Catawba has MJ Collins going to Virginia Tech. Mm-hmm. They're matched up with Winston-Salem Christian. They have two kids committed to Providence and Quante Berry and Christie.
Yeah, that game's kicking it off right away. MJ Collins, probably a candidate to lead North Carolina in scoring this year. Yeah. Going to put up big numbers. In Winston-Salem Christian, we got to see them. We're shooting this year the week that they're playing the OTE games, and they almost found a way to beat a team full of professionals last night. That'll be a great game to start. Right after that, we go with the Burlington School versus GBB, led by Pat Cole and his staff. Like they're coming in to prove a point. They had a great summer. A lot of those guys played with Sheed Wallace Select, ranked nationally top 25 at some points, didn't duck any smoke, played some of the best teams in the country. Looking ahead, 7:30 Friday night primetime matchup, Liberty Heights National taking on Concord Academy. Concord Academy, a bunch of new pieces, Liberty Heights the same. How do you think this one's going to go down?
Well, the biggest thing for Concord Academy is can they match the physicality and the athleticism that Liberty Heights has.
Yeah.
It's all Liberty Heights. You add in a guy like Ezra Azar. He's 6'7", 6'8". He's able to do a lot of different things on the court. He's so powerful and athletic and explosive. He's able to handle it, get downhill, and he's a really good passer on those drives. You return a guy like Elijah Jamison, one of the best unsigned seniors in North Carolina. And then you also added Silas Demery and countless others. And Silas, arguably one of the top 2023 guys in the state. He can do everything on the court. He shoots it well, he handles it, he passes, and he can guard and he rebounds. He fills the stat sheet up.
Yeah, he looks really, really good playing for Liberty Heights from what we saw early. Moving on to the nightcap, Charlotte Country Day, the home school. The student section will be rocking. They're playing Christ School, who has a boatload of young talent with Josh Coley coming in as the new coach. What do you expect in that game?
Well, with Josh Coley and David Carrier's in his second season at Charlotte Country Day.
Yeah.
And he's starting to get things going. They brought in Dallas Gardner and Amari Bethel, and then adding to the pieces that they already had. And then Coley at Christ School is his first year up there. I'm sure he's going to get things rolling. He does a really good job. He brought in Emmanuel Richards from Blythewood in South Carolina. He also brought with him Bryson Coakley. And he added two new young guys in Anthony Robinson and Jovan Price.
Yeah, that's a good young team to watch in the Hoop State moving forward. So that's the nightcap on Friday. Then next up, Westminster Catawba, Wesleyan Christian, MJ Collins, another opportunity here. Like, is he the guy that you think is going to lead North Carolina in scoring, and what kind of statement could this be for him against Wesleyan?
I think he's on a mission. I think it's going to be, as a lot of people have pointed, it's going to be a show every night for him.
Yeah.
He's coming off a season where he averaged, he shot 50, 40, 90 from the field. Not many guys are doing that. He shot 40-something% from three. He gets to the line. And the thing is, he's handling it. He can create his own shot as good as anybody right now in North Carolina. And he's a two-way player. He really sits down and guards on the other end of the court.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how he, as the year progresses and watching his career, play out at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, he's as talented as they get in North Carolina. They play Henderson Collegiate, who's making the trip down. Henderson Collegiate has been a staple at the top of the 1A classification in North Carolina in the public school side of things. They lose a guy in Javante Waverly. There's a lot of kind of turnover with both these teams. How do you see this one shaking out?
Well, and the good thing with George Marshall, he's always wanting to, in the non-conference time of the year, he's always wanting to test his guys so that when he gets back and he's going, starts playing in his public school league classification in 1A, he can make a push for that 1A state championship here in North Carolina. He returns guys like T.J. Ragland and Jared Small. They're kind of do-it-all guys. And they make plays on both ends of the court, and they're going to get after it and press you and pressure the ball and try to make plays that way.
Yeah, that team is. I went to see them practice, and they have a certain toughness about them and a fearlessness that it's what you want, especially when you're going to play the schedule that George has them slated to play. 4:30, Providence Day. Ron Johnson coming in first year, taking on Joe Badgett and Carmel Christian. I mean, there's a lot of talent on the floor in that game, a lot of shooting on the floor. What do you kind of see shaking out in that one?
And that's another game that we talk about, state championship contenders.
Yeah.
I mean, in that 4A classification, along with Cannon, you have Providence Day, who's looking to make a run. You have Carmel Christian, who was runner-up last year. They had a really good regular season, just came short, there in the championship game to Cannon. But both of those teams are going to be right there in the mix again.
Yeah, now that's going to be a battle. I fully expect Charlotte to come out for that game, because those along with Cannon, those are the three big time private school teams in Charlotte this year that have state championship or bust mentalities. 6 o'clock, Lake Norman Christian taking on Liberty Heights National. Lake Norman Christian obviously had a wild year last year, having Mikey Williams there. Now they lose Mikey, but they still have their core group. You look at guys like Josh Bullock, Shane Fernald, Christian Cornish. They have a core group that can really play. And then Liberty Heights is, they're on a mission after losing the Hoop State Championship last year to come back.
Let's break that thing down. Number one, these guys are familiar with each other. Mm-hmm. They know each other. Mm-hmm. Josh Bullock is going to come into that game and try to guard the entire team. Shane is going to come into this game and take it personal, want to get it done. Mm-hmm. For McCarthy, this is a big signature program win year 2. Mm-hmm. So on paper, yes sir, it's Liberty Heights. Okay, it's Ezra Ray flying through there. It's Mike Wright. It's Demery Jr. But I'm telling you now, it's going to be a great game.
7:30, Northside Christian Academy, Wesley Tubbs, Winston-Salem Christian. This is a heavyweight dogfight at 7:30, prime time on a Saturday night. I mean, what else do you want? What do you kind of see going down in this one? Because I feel like this game is going to be just a high-level, intense match.
Let's break that thing down. This right here is a big energy game, but I mean, I got a challenge. Big crease, I need you. Mm-hmm. This is a game Providence commit should go crazy. Mm-hmm. There's no answer for him.
He should have 20 and 15.
6'10" skill. Hey, man, go ahead and get you a 20-20 game. Get familiar with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Make Northside triple team.
Yeah.
This is a game where he should set the tone, and then at the end of the day, Kami and Michelle, and just the depth of Winston-Salem Christian helps them get the dub. You know they're going to play pressure defense, so the thing we know Wesley Tubbs going to come to play, but it's tough because I think he can have a great game. But they have Winston-Salem Christian has so many defenders they can put on him. They just got Isaiah Washington. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he's going to be ready to play.
Zion Collins will be back.
You know what I'm saying? Zion Collins will be back. They have so many people to put on him, like Darius, Kami, and Michelle. So he's going to have to work for it. Miles, Kobe, back to you.
It'll be great to see that one. 9 o'clock, last game of the event. Charlotte Country Day, United Faith Christian. Both programs kind of, one second-year coach, one first-year coach trying to kind of just establish themselves in the great basketball city that is Charlotte. What do you kind of expect with this one?
Oh, I mean, like we talked about, it's going to be a 9 p.m. game, inter-city, matchup. I mean, it's one of those things where I think a lot of people are going to be coming out for that. That might be one of the games of the day where everybody's there. Everybody wants to see. I think with United Faith, you return guys like Xavier McKelvey, committed to Winthrop. I mean, he is super explosive and electric. He can score the ball at a high level. And then along with him, you have a guy like Marcus Willis and Lance Gill. And Marcus Willis, he might be a small guard, but he can really make plays. He had a really good year with Charlotte Royals alongside Xavier McKelvey this summer. And I think Tamar Slay, you saw it with his AAU program, this summer. They were, the younger team. And he also has his son there with him, a 2025 kid. But, I think the way he runs his program, the training business, and he's an NBA vet. So he knows the game.
The pedigree's there.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, and he does a really great job with those guys. They really execute when you watch them. So it's going to be a good game.
No, definitely. All right, well, that's it for the preview show. Be sure to either come out to the event or check out the stream if you can't make it. And we want to give a big shout out again to Ivester Jackson Christie's for helping us put on this great event, as well as Charlotte Country Day for hosting it. And for Colby Lewis, Miles Master Foley here. We'll talk to you guys soon.